Hey family, what's good? This is your girl, I am the Bronze Goddess, and this is Strawberry Letter number 23. This one is Soldier Love. I'm a soldier. And I'd like to hear it. Here it goes. First of all, I want to say I love your channel, especially the Strawberry Letters, which is why I have one of my own. I realize that you or most people may not be able to relate to my situation, but I would like to hear what you have to say about it. Anyway, here goes. I'm 25 and I'm married to a wonderful man who's in the Air Force. We have been married for a year and a half. We've known each other for over 10 years. We met when we were both living in Atlanta, Georgia in 2008. He decided to join the Air Force when the economy crashed, and I decided to marry him and go with him. We are now stationed somewhere outside of Philadelphia area. I'm a little torn because I love my husband to death. He takes good care of me and doesn't cheat on me or anything, but I've come to terms with the fact that military life is not for me. I absolutely hate it here, and I want to go back to Georgia. First of all, when I left Georgia, I wanted to leave because I lost my job, and the job market was really bad there, and still is, and I was also in school at the time, and I felt like I had no direction. So I wanted a change of scenery. Plus, I also had been planning to marry him anyway. I just wanted to do it once I finished school and got settled. Fast forward a year and a half, I'm living up here on base, and I'm in school, and I haven't found a job yet, which is fine because I just need to finish up school, which is going to be in about 2 years. I don't have any friends here, although I've tried. I can't seem to connect with any of the other women because it seems like they only want to hang out with other women who have kids, and I don't have any plans on having kids anytime soon. I haven't made any friends at school either. I try, but I can't get into any activities because it's a very small town. The only thing I have right now is my husband, who is wonderful, but I hate where we live. I just want to go back home. He has more than 4 years on his contract, and I can deal with that as long as he finds another job and comes out at the end of his enlistment. But he doesn't want to leave. And also with the job, he has to re-enlist for 4 years, but he can get up to a $50,000 sign-in bonus, which is great and all, but I don't think I want to deal with this for another 20 years of being lonely, living in small towns, not to mention not having a career. Also, when he first joined, he didn't know if he wanted to make it a career or not, so it's not like I already knew he wanted to do this and I'm trying to change him. Basically, she goes on and on and on a little bit more. She's saying she doesn't want to divorce her husband because she has no place to go because she's in school. She definitely doesn't want to go back to move in with her parents. She can deal with it until his enlistment is up, but after that, she doesn't know what she wants to do. What should she do? Please help. Okay. Actually, I'm sure you probably missed it, but I can relate to your situation. You know, your girl Bronze Goddess is ex-military. I'm ex-Army and ex-Army Reserves. Decorated Army soldier. As a matter of fact, Soldier of the Month a couple of times and Soldier of the Battalion. Hate to toot my own horn, but a toot toot. A beep beep. Anywho, what I want to say to you is, and I'm going to be honest and blunt. You guys know that's my style. Tough love. I think you're being a little bit selfish. And you sound a little tiny bit ungrateful. You know that your husband is a good man. You said that repeatedly in your letter. He's not cheating on you. All he's trying to do is provide a great life for you. And all you're doing is complaining about it's not exactly what you want. You've only been married for a year and a half. And friends are important, but they're not more important than your marriage and your love life and the life that you're building with your husband. You've only been married for a year and a half, and friends are bothering you so much? Not having friends is bothering you so much? Really? You got a great man that loves you, working hard for you. You're not working. He's paying. You're going to school. What else do you want? So all of this is because you want some friends? I honestly don't get it. If you love your husband and you see what he's trying to do, work with him. Try to work with him. Work harder to try to meet and mingle. And you said it's in a small town. I would honestly suggest doing YouTube videos. I'm in a big city, but I don't have a whole lot of friends here. Most of my friends are all over the country because I've been in the military for a while, and my friends have moved all over. My friends are back in my hometown. But I'm happy in my love life, in my relationship. It doesn't really bother me as much. You know, I just feel like, also, if you're homesick, I think that you should go home. Visit home more often. Save up your money, rent a car, drive, make trips back home a couple of times. I think that a lot of times when people leave home, they kind of get in love with the idea of what home used to be, and you kind of have an idealized thought of what home is, because you go home to visit for the weekend and people tell you how much they love you and you have a good time and everything. But I think you need to spend some quality time there. Go home and just visit. I had a friend of mine who was so homesick. She took a couple of weeks and went back to her hometown, which happens to be in Pennsylvania. And after a couple of weeks, she was ready to come back here. Because it's different when you're visiting for a short amount of time. And people are telling you how much you love you, having a great time. You're trying to condense all this fun. Everybody wants to see you. They're treating you like you're special and everything because you're visiting. But when you go back home to live, people go back on with their life. They treat you like, I'm busy too, I'm working. I think that you just have an idealized idea of what home is supposed to be. You've already said in the letter that you was home before and it wasn't all fabulous. That you wanted to leave for a change of pace. If you go back home without your husband, you're going to be miserable because you love your husband. And two people in love want to be together. So you're going to be miserable without him. And if you drag your husband down there, you guilt trip him into getting out of the military, you're going to be miserable because you're going to know that it was you that kept him from living his dream. And also, he may eventually resent you from not letting him live his dream because here he is supporting you while you live yours. You understand what I'm saying? He's helping you pay for school so you can live your dream, helping you support your dream. And I feel like, honestly, it's a little bit selfish for you to not let him live his. All he's trying to do is provide for you. And you're just mad about the fact that it's not exactly what you wanted it to be. You're not living there permanently. When this is over, you're going to go to a different duty station. If that's what he decides to do. I'm definitely going to suggest that you pray about it. But I don't even understand why you're even mentioning divorce. You've only been married for a year and a half. Because you're homesick? Homesick is not a reason enough to want to leave your husband. Homesick? What do you miss? You miss your mom and dad? Grow up. Sorry, tough. What are you homesick about? What is back home that's so important? When you marry somebody, in your vows, they say forsaking all others. I know you love your mom and daddy. I love my mom and daddy too. But when I got married, it said forsaking all others. And I want to go home and I miss them and all that too. But you have to, the Bible also says you have to cleave. Cleave, a.k.a. cling, a.k.a. hold on to. Cleave to your mate. So all of this is because you want to make some friends and you want to, because you're homesick. None of that is enough of a reason to even be throwing around the D word. It's not that deep. If you want to make friends, try harder to make friends. I suggest YouTube because YouTube is a great outlet for you to meet, mingle with ladies, talk to ladies, make friends. You can find a girl in your area that may want to hang out with you, something like that. Be safe about it, be smart about it. But I'm just saying, it's a great outlet for you to get your girly side out. It's been great for me to be able to do that. But I don't think that nothing that you're saying, the man is faithful. The man is hardworking. You're not working. You're at home. You're going to school. Focus on school. What do you want to do, honestly? You want to hang out with some girls to do what? Like, honestly, I mean, I'm trying to, people may think it's tough. People always think it's tough. You're never going to please everybody. Every time I do a strawberry letter, somebody says, oh, it's too tough. It is what it is. I mean, when you write me, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get the truth. Straight up, no chaser. But nothing that you said is reason to leave this man. If you love him and he loves you back, what's the problem? Forsaking all others. If you're homesick, go visit home more often. Don't have this idealized vision of what home is like. A lot of times you feel like it's the thought of it is so great in your head. And you get home and it's cool, but it's only cool because you're visiting. You already wasn't really feeling it. I suggest that you pray. Pray that the Lord will help you to adjust to your new surroundings better. If you're with your husband and this is the life that you guys are going to live as a military couple, you got to get closer to your husband. You have to just try harder. Everybody in the military doesn't just want to hang out with other military wives. You can try harder. You can do some meet, mingle, do some charity work. I've been in the military. You can find girls in the military who'll hang out with you. You can. You just got to try a little bit harder. Back home, those girls, you probably know them from school and all that. That's one thing. You have to try harder. If you love your husband, try harder to make this work. And do not throw. Never. If you're married out there and you're listening to me, you never just throw around the D word. You never. Unless you're serious about really going there. This is not enough reason to want to leave your husband. You got to be more mature about it. You can't leave your man because you want to be with some friends. Leave your man because you're homesick. No. If you love that man, make it work. Cleave to that man. Pray together. Pray about it. All right? I love you. All of this is in love. All right? See you next time. Later, divas. Deuces.